So basically, episode 203 was the podcast. We are here.
Oh, we're live. Okay,
we're live. Somebody's connection.
I think it might be yours because I see everybody's crystal clear on my end. How about you? Don't charge
Yeah.
that.
Nah, it's clear on my end. I'm not getting any fuzz either.
Yeah, I'm getting.
We're gonna have to change your name to No Pull Abdul.
You know, Pull Abdul.
You know what? I'm gonna eat that. That's
You're
gonna
gonna
be
have
my
to
name.
change that
That's
for the next
gonna be
couple of weeks.
That's gonna be my name at this episode. Hold on.
No Pull Abdul.
Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders. Okay, let's do it. Couldn't get no chicken.
Here we go.
Pause. Y'all pause that though.
Yeah.
All right,
No Pull Abdul is a pause.
Yeah, it's a pause. Yeah.
One word it. When you space it out, it's pause.
Yo.
It's a pause, bro.
No doubt.
Nah, that's not a pause. No pull out, Abdul.
There you go. Yeah. Big C's.
Yeah. What's up, fellas?
1 2 1 2. We are back. Shout out to my guy. Always available. #streetwear Eddie.
You know it.
I see.
I live up to my name.
You know what I'm saying? No Pull Abdul. I think we're gonna have the energy has shifted a bit. So
Big discussion. I've never seen a hate campaign like this in my life than what I saw over the past weekend.
It's just accountability, man. It's not hate. I mean, it's just accountability.
It was a
that's
campaign.
Your favorite.
It was
that's
a campaign,
your favorite,
though.
That's your favorite. That's your favorite word and term. Holding people accountable for.
You're
big on that.
It was a campaign, however.
I mean, listen, the energy has shifted. Abdul can only speak for 17 seconds at a time before he's just cut off.
Abdul got to raise his hand
before he's rudely interrupted. He will get 17 seconds per response. So,
do we need to give the folks some background as to what we're even talking about? If you're just tuning in and did not listen to last week's episode, it might be a good precursor to today's episode. So you should maybe go catch up.
And the social media.
Follow us on Instagram.
And the Instagram.
The social media had me dying.
Yeah.
Who was responsible for scratching my name out?
I mean, you're not on the list, bro. You won't know.
Beautiful.
Oh, man. Let's give the folks some background as to what's going on.
So basically, what happened, people, is Abdul is a part of the list, quote unquote.
Abdul very well may have been the creator of the list.
Probably. Anyhow, he's the CEO according to DJ Clark Kent. Right.
Mm-hmm.
The list is just these.
Hold on, disclaimer: Abdul has never lived up or called himself that title. That was a given name to him.
That's true. Thank you.
Just to play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
that was to play my advocate. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, nevertheless, Abdul is a part of the list, and he holds.
Nevertheless, Abdul is the CEO of the list.
He's the CEO of the list, right? The list is this elite
CEO
for whatever that's worth.
The elite group of
apparently it's not worth a whole lot.
Oh no, it's worth a lot. I'm looking at these Instagram reposts. It's worth a lot. I see grown men really in their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Yo, son, caught me a size 8. I see it all. It's everywhere. So, So anyhow, last week we just sort of.
Last week they officially released. They got dropped.
Well, last week the photo shoot
got shown.
Yes. The photo shoot was revealed to the world in detail, in high quality, 1080 times 420, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's there.
5D.
And we already saw them months ago. Abdul already leaked them to us months ago.
Yeah, but we hadn't.
That's also not true.
We hadn't seen them. We haven't seen them in the mega crystal clear.
That's also not true.
What Abdul does though is Abdul makes a statement like, "Yo, I think they're gonna start hitting the streets as of this weekend." Right? He's kind of like letting
alluding to the fact
that they might actually hit people's, you know what I'm saying, hands this weekend.
Yeah, we'll just say feet.
Yes. Well, we'll see. I didn't see anybody with them on. I just saw people holding them and holding.
That's part of the instructions. You have to wear them.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see that part. I did the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So there was many a New York City sneaker enthusiast that was gifted the shoes. Right? You got my man Bar None who had them in detail. all
Yes.
18 Instagram posts, little dots with the sneaker, right? Everything. You got Nigel Sylvester, the BMX rider. He's got it. You've got all day wearing brand new Celine. That's not even anywhere
It's
else.
not even out yet.
It's
Yeah.
not even out yet. He's got brand new Celine
He
on.
also
You've
got- he
never
also got
seen.
the Travis Scott Dior collection that's dropping in a few months. Whatever that's
He's
worth.
wearing the Travis Scott Dior collection.
worth a lot.
dropping in a few months.
It's worth
For a
a lot.
sneaker, for a picture of 4 grown people wearing sneakers. Like this is
Yeah.
the, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a woman, I'm not sure who the woman was. She seems like she's a dear friend of Clark's.
Yes.
She got a pair. And listen, all these people I'm sure are well deserving. I'm sure there are
Absolutely.
decades long relationships. There's decades long friendships and just, stories. We go way back and, New York in the 90s and all this good stuff.
Yeah.
Right. And the one person in all of these images who's not from New York, who's on this podcast,
Boy.
Who didn't seed any of those shoes. None of those people were Abdul's people.
nobody in
That's
Baltimore, nobody in Baltimore or DC got a pair.
No, we'll get a pair.
That's
Not got a pair. We'll get a
very
pair.
possible.
We'll get, with the exception of Abdul and his daughter, nobody in the
His wife,
Baltimore and DC area has got the early release.
No,
I mean,
we'll get them. We'll find
there's
out.
people-
Any release.
There's sneaker
As of
people who
today.
there are sneaker people who are upset.
Because they feel like they should have got them, or because
who are some of these people?
We're not going to do names. Like,
yeah, we're not going to call
okay.
names out, but
I mean, no.
it's documented. You could dig deep enough.
it's
about it.
gonna get ugly. I'm sure Nike Talk's a Hatersville right now.
Is Nike Talk still alive?
Yeah, it's still alive. Yeah, it's still out there. Yeah.
Okay.
But nevertheless, so as Abdul last week's episode, he's alluding that they're coming out. Then this whole week they come out. Now listen, who's to say that Eddie and I didn't want to go to New York?
We weren't invited.
Eddie, did you get a phone call to go to New York?
Not at all.
You could have got dropped off and not known what was going on, went about your day, and Abdul could have picked you up later in the day and could have came right back to DC with no
idea.
information.
Yeah.
I would have drove.
So there's trips being taken. There's, what I'm saying, just all sorts of communication happening, and there's just
Yeah.
what's going on.
There's one common denominator.
So then we're supposed to sit back and just enjoy all these stories on our podcast, right? Oh my God, tell us more about the Scar's Pizza you ate when you gave Nigel Sylvester a sneaker.
Right.
That's not gonna happen, people. So we're here to let you know the energy is shifted.
And Edison Ched is still catching strays
Edison Chin will catch strays till the day. Don't let
for the rest of 2020.
don't let me see who keeps getting them because they're all gonna catch strays.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
Oh, they're not even strays. They're gonna be direct. They're gonna be.
We're gonna start tagging them.
or tagging people as
No,
of this
we
episode.
can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Once you become
We'll be a nice this week.
Once you become no pull Abdul, it's over. bro.
The first week, all the people that got them this week deserved them. They're long friends. Next week, we're gonna start seeing the people that shouldn't get them, and then we're gonna start tagging Edison Chan. We're tagging.
I
everybody.
know one person from DC that I think is gonna get him, and if he gets him, oh man.
Do we want to say who it is?
I mean, you can say who it is if you.
I don't know. I don't know who. Do you want to put it in
one
the chat?
person from DC who claims they are the sneaker person of the year every year from this area. For years,
I'll tell you right now, that person ain't fucking with Abdul.
Are you?
No. But this person has a relationship with Clark though.
Oh, you talking about Ian? Ian
No,
Calendar?
not Ian.
Oh, I thought when you said sneaker person of the year every year.
No.
That's who you were talking to.
Ian's my
about.
guy, man. Ian's my
Okay.
guy. No. This person is an entertainer as well. Has a relationship with Clark.
Wale.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, well,
Okay.
doesn't he live in LA?
Yeah.
But he's from here
does.
though.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
but he won't be.
So-
Those shoes won't be here. Well, they probably will get a pair.
You know what? I don't know, but that's a very good
They
assumption.
have a good relationship.
They have a very good relationship. I think Clark actually even did one of Wale's mixtapes a while back.
I don't recall
I do
specifically,
remember that.
but we just here What's a Podcast wanted to let the world know, like we're just not for being overrun by
Listen,
by the industry and the media titans. You know what I'm saying? We're here to stand firm paws in the the backbone of our community. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everybody who's in the DMs who offered support. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, there was a lot of people who wanted me out of here.
Listen, man.
My guy, my old guy, Big Dave Ostro, man.
Are we supposed to send Ostro the link? Yeah, we're supposed to send Ostro the link.
You know, maybe we should actually be calling a few people as well. I think maybe that might be a worthwhile exercise, because somebody who witnessed me even asking for a pair for you guys last night.
Hold on, somebody witnessed it.
Yeah. And they came to come pick up their pair yesterday.
Imagine that. I picked them up. Imagine that.
Our own friend of the show.
Oh, so somebody in DC got them.
$1 Million Lex.
Oh, that's why Lex didn't return my phone call.
Listen,
okay.
The plot thickens. All right?
I'm not mad at Lex getting them.
I mean, listen,
he took my 8.5 though.
Lex has his relationship with Clark, and he came over last night, and he was talking about on his way to the crib. He was listening to the podcast, and he's like, "You're getting cooked out there," and I was like, "What?" He was listening to last week's episode, and I was like, "Listen, I'm trying to tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here advocating for my guys." And you don't have the discussion like, "Hey, I'm the CEO." Is it like, as the CEO of the list, do I get to see any pairs of these out, or do I just got to watch you give them to all your friends? I think I just kind of get to watch him give them out to his friends, because
we got to change the title. We got to change the title. You ain't CEO, bro.
I never said I was.
I know.
But to be clear, this is Clark Kent's collaboration, DJ Clark Kent's collaboration
100%.
with Nike, and I'm personally very, very honored, and I can speak for my other two brothers whose names were also on the shoe.
Yeah.
Where we feel honored and blessed to even have our names on there and be included in this collaboration, because there was absolutely no need for our names to even be on there.
That was a surprise to y'all.
It was just simply out of love.
We got to cut you off. You only get so much to speak.
About 17 seconds is up.
We ain't trying to hear all that, bro. Listen,
but no,
anyway.
it's
all that grandstanding.
It's a very big honor, and
all this humble.
What it does do is it sends out the wrong message and makes it seem like I am in some sort of position to hook people up.
I mean, you are.
I'm not, because what happened is it's a small it's very few pairs, and they are meant specifically for Clark's friends and family. And so when I saw the sneaker for the first time, which was a few months ago, they were already allocated to the folks that were going to be getting them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as the rollout is happening, where some people are starting to get pairs or have not gotten pairs, or he hasn't heard back from some people about sending addresses and this, that, and the other, he was like, listen, let's wait and see what ends up happening once I'm done sending it out. And if there's some stuff left over, then let's talk and figure out who gets what and whatnot. So, listen, Lex was there last night when I asked in front of him. I was like, I want you to be witness so that my guys know that I did ask for their pairs.
We're going to have Lex verify that.
Lex not picking his phone up right now. I just hit him.
Did you just call him?
He's lacing his new shoes.
Lex is outside.
Oh man, Lex sold you out.
Hold on.
Lex sold you out.
Can you guys hear this in your headphones?
Yeah.
Let's see if he picks up for the CEO. He didn't pick up for Jerome.
Yeah, let's.
I sent him the link to the podcast too.
Oh, that's what we should do. Come on, Lex.
He like, come on, Lex.
Yo. This is the CEO. You're live on Whats'a podcast.
What's the podcast? What's going on?
Listen, right now, it's not about what's going on, my brother. It's not a lot of love.
Oh, he can't hear. He can't hear.
Put it on speakerphone.
No, but he can't hear you guys because it's coming in my headphones. Hold on.
Word.
What should I do?
Tell your headphones.
Lex, hop on the link that Jerome just sent you.
All right, yeah.
All right. There we go.
Silent Tom might have to let him in now.
Nah, I can let him in. Yeah, all right. So Lex is hopping in. For those that don't know,
I just want to know how much bass you had in your voice when you asked, or if it was a squeaky ask, if it was like on a sneak tip slide, like yo. So
no, it was a direct ask.
Okay.
Yeah,
we will get Lex verify all that.
It was a direct
ask.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was. I mean, everybody was there. All day was there. Clark was there, and I was like, "Yo, Lex is here. He listens to the podcast. He hears me getting cooked. In front of him, I'm gonna ask for pairs for my guys."
I want to hear what the answer was from Lex.
The answer was like,
"Hold on, no."
Oh, okay.
Lex gonna be like,
"There we go, Mr. Me Too. Here we go."
Oh, yo.
Okay.
Big
Okay.
Lex.
$1 million Lex. Protect Lex.
Oh,
So,
man.
Obviously, you see where Abdul is at right now. It's no longer don't charge. No pull Abdul because ain't no sneakers here, bro.
Hey,
ain't
no
live
your truth out here.
Yo.
Live your truth. So,
Abdul, man, how you get in this situation, brother?
Listen, I've been trying to plead my case here. I've been brought to homie court as to why I couldn't look out for my guys, and I'm trying to really explain to them that the title of CEO is very much only a title with zero pull.
I forgot the title was CEO. First I was like, well, I'll do like it says CEO of the list.
Yes,
creator of the list.
Creator.
I'm unfortunately not able to live up to that title. Hence my name over here. If you look right here on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen.
No pull Abdul.
Yes.
We rocking with that for a couple of days.
NPD, not MPD. NPD.
Moving forward, that's the name.
Yo, NPD. I'm adding that to the phone. Not CP3, NPD. Oh, no.
So I was telling them I was hanging out at Clark's crib last night. And the doorbell rings.
This is true.
And
$1 billion
my
Lex.
guy, $1 billion Lex, walks in.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? It was 61 degrees and 59 degrees in Jersey last night. And, you know, Lex had the Speedo shorts on, showing his legs.
No. Never Speedos.
It was
Maybe
just
Hoochie Daddies.
a little bit, you know, like 4 inches above the knee type joints.
What I had on my feet, though.
Oh, now you had some fire on your feet.
See,
some New Balances.
See, I was paying homage to the, DMV area,
He had the slouch socks coming all the way up to his above his calves.
Yeah. I've been in the gym too.
So Lex came in and got blessed with his pair. Unfortunately, I think you might have gotten Eddie's size out of here, but that's for a further discussion.
But listen,
he deserves it more than me.
Listen. I am part of the Lizzie. I made the list, but
that's true.
And my guys should have been on the list too. I don't know what's going on because Clark does visit DC a lot, and I don't know where the disconnect is. Like, I'm not sure if everybody's not connecting, but going back to the story.
Clark has DJ'd with Jerome is DJ'd with Clark All-Star Weekend 2015.
So no. 2015, that's a big gap.
Is a long time ago.
It
was a long time ago. I just realized right when I said it, that's 8 years ago.
That's a big gap. But listen. I did, in all fairness to NPD.
You did hear him ask?
He did ask. He asked multiple times.
Okay.
Here we go.
You know what I mean?
What was the response though?
Give me some time.
Yes, give me some time.
Give me some time.
Okay.
That's gonna be my official. That's my official response. He's like, give me some time because I asked for 2 pair.
Yo,
I believe. No, I believe it.
I asked for 2 pair.
Abdul got like 2-3 pairs. Why shouldn't you?
Abdul, but he's CEO, so that's so.
He got his name on the soul.
Like to throw Abdul back under the bus. Does he try to come with the Speedo stuff? Talk crazy.
No.
He could have gave up one of his doubles, like, yo, this double, instead of me taking my double, this is.
Wait, hold on. He got another pair yesterday?
Ooh,
I don't know. I'm not going to lie.
That's
It's
not true.
Ramadan.
I did not. It's
Ramadan. I'm not going to lie about that, but I'm almost sure. I didn't see Abdul get any pairs, but he's CEO of the list, so he had his pairs before me.
I mean, you saw him wearing them.
But I know he has multiples, but I didn't see that, so I can't lie and say I saw that. So if he's saying he only got one pair,
no, he's not.
Boom. But
I'm not saying I only got one pair.
Okay,
I'm not going to say I have.
But in all fairness,
excessive amounts of pairs. I'm not going to say that either.
In all fairness, DJ Clark Kent, I don't think he got his full size. I don't think he got everything yet. He was like, yo, give me some time. So I think more pairs on the way. Y'all can get Jungle up here because Jungle is trying to get
that's Clark's son.
A new Lizzie, a new pair, another pair, and he's like, for the people who didn't make the list, this list, they're gonna make the. I'm not jacking that, but
the second list
there might be. I think there's something else brewing. Like I think this is the first immediate family Lizzie. Maybe some politic Lizzies on the people on that list on the first run, But I think Hope is still alive. But until then,
Hope is still alive.
There's no PD until then. You know what I'm saying?
No PD.
No PD until then. You know what I mean?
It is.
And I think NPD should talk more about what comes in a box, like there's a left foot, right foot. So I think there's like there's shadow, there's clues that more is on the way.
There's a special edition Soul Priorities Air Force One as well, which is really that's for the friends. I don't know if you saw that one either though.
Nah.
Oh man. Oh, you didn't see the
it was in the story, but we sent it. Jerome will send it to you.
Instead of friends and family, it was associates and acquaintances.
Yo, ever since NPD became an influencer, man, he started becoming in all these.
Wait, what does NPD stand for?
No pull
Abdul. What are you talking about?
What's the D?
Hey
yo.
Should that be NPA?
Nah, NPA don't flow, man. Don't be asking about no D and streetwear. Since I'm up here, I listened to the last episode. It was a lot of mic talk, B. Like, oh, you like speaking on the mic? Yeah, I like the mic. You're like, yo, pause. I'm like, pause. Like, and Jerome was like, yeah. Nah, I wasn't on the mic. I was like, yo, what? Like, yo, I'm shining out. Man. Like, yo.
Lex, my guy.
Lex.
Yo. We appreciate you hopping on.
Appreciate y'all, man. He did ask, but I think something else is cooking, man.
What do you think about the sneakers?
The sneaker is phenomenal. I didn't post it like in the stories because everybody's just been posting the box or whatever. Now I'm gonna post me killing these joints.
Yeah, you gonna put something.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that ish on.
What do you think? It's some Sakai, some nice little Sakai outfit.
I don't know, man. I don't know, but
he got it right there. He got it right there.
Yo, later, fellas.
Peace, man.
All right, Joe.
Wow. I don't believe it.
Oh, we have another guest here who's hopping on. Our guy. All right. Big Dave
Ostrov. Yeah.
What's going on, fellas?
What's happening, man?
You try to get me out of here. Kick me off my own podcast.
I heard there was an opening. I'm putting my name in the ring.
Well, as you see, Big Dave, if you look at the bottom left, his name is now No Pull Abdul, aka NPD. So
yeah,
it's not looking good. It's not looking good for anybody here.
I'm catching a lot of heat over here, brother.
Hey, I didn't get a pair either.
Dave's waiting for his parents.
Listen,
don't
the
hold your
streets
breath.
Out here waiting,
don't
man. The streets out here waiting. Everybody wants a pair. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I wish I had pairs to give everybody.
Like Santa Claus.
It's a very unfortunate situation.
Nah, he's like the Grinch, bro. Ain't no Santa
like the
Claus.
Grinch.
Santa Claus got presents for people. The Grinch didn't get nothing for nobody.
What do you think,
Man.
Dave? Do you think I'm to blame for any of this? Let's have a very candid conversation.
I don't think you're
Being that-
necessarily. I don't think you're necessarily to blame, but you need to be held accountable.
Do you think the CEO of the list should be able to have a few pairs to seed out himself?
Seriously, right? Your name's a Why aren't they giving you the pairs?
Oh,
Clark Kent, listen, we gotta talk. We gotta renegotiate this deal now.
Yeah, I think you should have read the fine print in your contract.
Clearly,
there
he
was
did not.
no
Clearly, he did not. Clearly, he did not read the fine print.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Oh,
I
man.
do wish I had enough pairs to give everybody. And listen, like Lex said, Clark did say, wait and see. Let's wait and see what happens.
He's got a second batch coming that doesn't say friends and family on it.
No, I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what
Same
what he
joints,
was referring
minus
to.
Is it what's a podcast Air Force Ones?
That's not going to happen. But Abdul's gonna set that up.
Maybe I'll get a 101 that says what's a podcast here.
A 404, you mean?
Big Dave, I don't know if you saw the what was it, acquaintances and what was
Associates?
it called? Acquaintances and Associates Air Force Ones from a few days ago that were all gifted via Soul Priorities.
You know, Big Dave is known as Soul Priorities. He's up in that joint heavy.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it. Virginia.
I show up every once in a while.
You know what I mean?
You know,
one
I
of
went
the
in,
workers.
Big reseller Dave.
I went in to try to sell a pair recently, and they told me to get out because they didn't want them. And I was like,
"What shoes?
Right.
What pair was it?
They were the Union knockouts.
Oh,
this was
the
like
knockoffs.
Knockoffs, yeah.
The Jordan 1s, the
Mhm.
canvas
The
Jordan 1 lows.
Yeah.
Oh, the KOs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said they wouldn't sell them. They couldn't sell them. I was like,
wow.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soul Priorities. Listen, when Big Dave walks in through those doors, you got to show him some love, man.
Chase and go hit him in the DMs with a number tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you 180 for him.
Here's the password when you walk in through the doors.
No doubt.
We're gonna tag Big Dave in this episode and to make sure that he is now well known amongst the What's a Podcast community.
That's right. Big Dave, for those that don't know, was our very first guest on the podcast.
That's a fact.
Man.
Episode
many
2 or 3,
ago.
something like that.
Like I think 3.
Yeah, something like it was early.
Yeah, it was super early.
That was 4 years ago, guys.
Crazy.
We started in January of 2019.
That's crazy.
And we're now in
I can't believe
April
you guys are over
2023.
200.
Yeah.
Over 200 episodes. That's nuts.
203, right?
We're at
making a
203.
lot
This
more
is
money
episode
than we
203 right here.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought
Dave, you
guys would
gotta
last maybe
use
30.
your advertising contacts to get us like in the game for real. You know, we got the numbers. We're putting numbers on the board. Like we're going crazy in Kazakhstan and popping
That's
in
the number one
Ukraine
spot.
even during the midst of
That's
a
my
war.
number one spot.
Like this is it's kind of insane. Like what can
we
we
gotta,
do?
We gotta use the analytics to power the SEO
engine.
and get you
Yeah,
the engine. Get it out there.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
need your assistance in that.
My man. Happy to help.
See how that goes, Abdul? Take notes, Abdul.
Team player, bro.
See that? You see how easy that was?
Everything Abdul is doing is just is going against
Synergy.
Spoken like a true CEO.
Yeah,
See that?
I'm new to the job. What can I say? I
He's
still
new
need,
to sharing.
I'm very used to sharing. I have 2 other siblings.
I'm not used to seeing you not surrounded by shoeboxes. Are you in like an undisclosed location?
I am at an undisclosed location. I'll give you details about that off the air. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It is an undisclosed location, temporary and permanent at the same time.
Okay, sure.
Anyhow,
Whatever you say.
He's not getting a divorce. He's not getting a divorce.
I'm not getting a divorce. I now I listen to that back again. It sounds like
It sounded really
my
bad.
wife is leaving me. Yeah, that's not
I
happening.
thought you were.
I'm
doing
living
a,
in my mom's basement.
A Ben Baller,
Yeah.
I thought you were doing a Ben Baller Instagram.
oh
post.
man.
What happened with that guy?
I don't get that.
Ben
What
Baller
happened?
left his wife.
You're
wife
joking.
Yeah.
That's
No.
serious.
And he's putting everything out on Instagram. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh wow, she left him, or he's leaving her.
That was today.
Nah, it was April Fool's Day.
Oh, that's an
like,
April
so maybe it was a joke.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No, he was like, this is very real. Like, this is not April's Fool's Day. Like, look at his gram now. It's all like,
what?
He scrubbed it.
Nah, it's in a story. He's like, I'm dealing with a crazy person. This is like, is it?
That's crazy. You can't do that.
That's something about his mother-in-law is
something
trying to poison the kids.
Oh, he's good. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Guys, I'm fine. I promise. I'm dealing with a crazy person. Like, Instagram is not where you do this, though.
Be a man. Be a man. And
yeah, but it's that initial hurt. That initial hurt. You don't really.
If you have a real close group of close friends, you don't have to do that shit on the internet, dog.
Ideally, yes, but people,
you
but sometimes you gotta get it off your chest. And you can do it as the gram.
Get it off your chest with people that really care about you and love you.
Yeah, people don't care.
World, bro.
Your 1.9 million followers do not fucking care.
The comments probably reflect, but say different.
Nah, he turned the comments off.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see a post talking about that.
There's no post. It's all been through the story.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can't even message him back. I got you.
No.
Yeah.
Big
Dave.
Send him a pair of Air Force Ones, Abdul,
to make him feel better.
Yeah, make him feel good.
No. You know what? He deleted the post, Abdul, because it was like
there was one. Yeah. Wow.
But when I saw, I thought that was April Fool's joke, and then I was like,
It was like on April Fool's Day.
It might still be.
Nah, not the way he's talking. He's talking.
That's the long con. That's the long joke, Eddie.
Yeah.
Keep on going for a year.
I'm not on Instagram like that. So
I'll put it this way: if he was still joking about it, it would cause a divorce. As much as he's been going crazy.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
So it would cause a divorce at this point. Episode 203 was a podcast. No Pull Abdul, Big Reseller Dave, #Streetwear Eddie. I'm DJ Jerome Baker III. We are now. So Dave, obviously you can stick along. You can stick around for as long as you'd like.
Sure.
The only rules that we're applying today is Abdul is not allowed to speak for more than 17 seconds. So if he talks a lot, just
cut it. Feel free to cut him off.
So we're going to talk about our recap now. Again, Abdul, we kind of know what he did via Instagram. So I don't know.
Should I give you guys a full breakdown, or that's not allowed?
No, we're cool.
Everybody watched your story. We saw it.
I didn't post anything on my story.
You reposted everybody else.
You didn't repost all the pictures. Nigel Sylvester.
I should give some clarity as to
what he had his engineered garment pants on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's that?
Engineered
garments pants on. It's all
the pants were kind of for head. I'm not even gonna front. Everybody was like, "Yo, what are those?" It's like, fam, listen. Let's act like we've been here.
So all right. So the weekend started off.
Did you give him a discount on those, Jerome?
No, listen. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on.
You got to talk to ST about that. I didn't bring that up.
Okay.
He was trying to get some. He was trying to get some shoes. It might have backfired on him. But I actually saw Abdul Friday. Abdul came to my gig on Friday. I DJ'd at Sandlot, Georgetown for their opening. It was solid, good time over there.
Extra windy.
The wind hit.
Not by the time I got there.
Yeah, it only hit one time. When it did hit, though, it was crazy. Like they almost shut down when it hit. It was crazy.
It was windy.
Yeah, it was windy.
I missed all of that. I was inside and didn't realize.
Where were you?
I was at the Wizards game actually.
With who? With Eddie?
No, with my family. My kid was dancing.
And did you
that's right.
Did you have an all access pass?
Yeah,
I did.
Oh,
first time touching the hardwood. What were you wearing?
I actually had on the list Air Forces. I mean, I just thought it was,
appropriate.
It was a nice night. And
did you unds the second pair?
No, it was one of those things where, the world had already seen it. Clark had revealed them to the world, and I was like, now I can actually step out in these. So
yes,
you didn't Billie Eilish it.
No, what's the Billie Eilish it mean? Get them dirty?
No, isn't that what you did last time when you revealed the Billie Eilish?
Oh yeah, you got in trouble for revealing the Billie Eilish.
I did get in trouble for that. Yeah, I did get in trouble for that. So yeah, no, actually, my kid was dancing with her dance troupe, I guess is what you would call them.
Yeah.
At the Wizards game. So my family and I went. and we saw her. This was happening before the game and before the national anthem is sung and all that stuff. So we hung out for maybe 2 quarters, and I'll be honest, none of us are big basketball fans, and so we dipped out. My wife took the kids back home, and I came to come check Jerome at Sandlot.
Once you get the on court pics, with the Air Force Ones, it's ready. It's go time.
It's go.
You can leave after that. You can leave after that.
I will also, full disclosure, I was only on the court to watch my kid perform, so that I could get a good video of her. So my man DP hooked that up, and you know, it's not like I had a seat on the floor or anything.
Yeah.
I had to go back, and you know, we were guests at somebody else's suite, and so I went back up and met up with my family at the suite afterwards.
Dope.
It's all good, bro.
But it was fun. It was fun.
Sounds like a friends and family type of ordeal.
Sounds like
friends and family in the suite.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't have floor seats.
I was just hanging out at the buffet.
Yeah,
exactly. Back to the suite.
Saturday, I don't recall where I DJed at Capo. That was a good time. And then Sunday, I think I just hung out with Isabella.
We should talk about the burger spot that was the food truck at Sandlot, because I actually had it. I grabbed a chopped cheese on my way out and murdered that joint when I got to the crib, man. It was absolutely delicious. What do they call Flat Out Burger? We should shout them out.
Burger, yeah, Flat Out Burger.
Flat Out Burger,
cool.
food truck.
So good, no desire to go to Yums.
Yeah, I didn't go to Yums.
Wow.
And
that's an endorsement.
I didn't go to Yums that night because I was like, yo, let me check this out. And the chopped cheese was fire. I came home, added a little bit of African hot sauce on top of it, and just made it absolutely
2 Island Boys
perfect.
hot sauce?
No, it's actually a West African hot sauce that I also have that it went well. It paired well with the chopped cheese.
You see, this is where I got to step in with the marketing thing. You got to promote your own product, Abdul. Even if you didn't use it, you just say yes.
That's why I threw the alley-oop.
I'm new to this. I'm new to this whole industry.
Yes, Eddie. I did use the 2
as a matter of fact, I did. This one right here. There'll be a link in the description.
Look below.
Yeah, no, you're right. I should have done that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start doing what Fat Joe does every time he goes on live, and he has all the product placement right behind him. I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna start doing starting next week. Yeah, we have the hot sauce, list Air Force Ones. What else can we do? I think that might be it, man.
That's enough.
I don't have anything. Some white on whites. You know what I'm saying?
You got to get
Chicago ones.
You got to get some company to put for
3 9.5s.
You said what? Get a company to sponsor that?
Yeah, product placement.
Yeah. How do we do that? How do I get started in that?
Jerome can talk to his boys.
There we go.
Topo Chico for everybody.
Topo Chico. Yeah. Get a big Soho House banner behind us or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Can we talk to Erica about that? Can we get like a?
Your time is cut off, bro. So anyhow,
damn.
I don't know what y'all thought it was, but we said the energy shifted. The energy.
Jerome got his stopwatch going.
I was looking at it on my phone. Bro. Yeah, exactly. Ostrov got it. So obviously, Dave, we sent over a list of topics that we speak about every week, so you can just follow us along because, obviously, we want to have everybody up to speed. So right now, obviously, big news in the world is that former President Trump was arrested. And I believe he's been charged with 34 counts. A lot of this is related to the 2016 hush money payment to Stormy Daniels, who was an adult star. He had a side thing with.
Okay.
It's a lot more. It's just a lot more detail if you go to CNN.com. But essentially, I think 34 charges, I believe, is something like that. Obviously, he was able to
34 charges are related directly to her, or
it's like
in the mix.
It's kind of like they were hiding the money, so some of the charges are like illegal business, uses that they were putting out there.
Yeah.
But it was all
I think
like
essentially, isn't it true that he had his lawyer, Michael Cohen, pay Shorty off and then apparently use campaign finances to actually pay him back off or something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I don't care what it is. I'm advocating and for anything that could get Trump locked the fuck up.
The crazy
he
part,
would never go to jail. He would never.
The crazy part about it though is his son, maybe two of his sons, and one of
his Bucktooth Eric.
Both of his sons. I think
his son and son-in-law.
Son-in-law. Both of his sons. No, isn't the son-in-law's Kushner? I think.
Yeah, that's Jared Kushner.
He's the devil too.
No. Yeah, both of his sons, and I believe like the woman Marjorie Taylor Greene, or whatever, posted the judge in the case. They posted the judge's daughter on social media, which
said what?
Like, go after this person. Like, this
oh wow, they just like.
Remember last year, somebody on Trump's team killed somebody in New Jersey. They killed somebody who was like trying to, anti-Trump or something like that. A judge though. So, you know what I'm saying? So they're really doing the devil's work over there. Obviously there was a big the Marjorie Taylor Greene woman she was trying to have a pro-Trump rally, I guess, in front of the courthouse. And she was met with a very rude New York awakening. I think they said she was at her own rally for less than 5 minutes before.
She was the lady that was getting dragged out by the security and police.
Yeah.
I was wondering who that person was.
Yeah, so she's a clown. I think she's from Georgia too. I believe she's a representative Georgia or Florida or something.
Marjorie.
Like
Who's named Marjorie? Yeah. Like, what kind of name is that?
Somebody from Georgia or Florida.
She got a very nice New York welcome.
She got a very real New York welcome. You guys remember there was a dude, he was from Arizona, he was dressed up, he had like a headdress on, and a bunch of body paint. All right, so that dude
on January 6th.
There was another guy who was dressed like him at the thing yesterday, right? So the dude, and we'll repost this on our Instagram story, but the dude starts riding his bike with a bunch of skateboarders. He's telling the skateboarders, yo, I'm with you guys, yada, yada, yada. The skaters are like, no, you're not. The dude kicks his board in front of the guy's bike, and the guy takes a huge tumble onto the ground. Gets up and tries to start
Welcome to New York.
Tries to start chasing the skaters down the street.
You don't want that.
That's the one group of kids you don't want it with.
You don't want those kind of
you will have a bearing in the side of your face very quickly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they
trucks
do not care. Yeah, trucks in the back of the head. So the Trump thing will play out in front of our eyes, whether you want to or not, whether you want to see it or not. It's going to just be a part of the main media sort of fracas.
He's not going to jail. All that's just going to get dropped.
I mean, I don't know if it'll get dropped, right?
I mean, he's a first-time offender. He's a fucking billionaire. Like, none of that shit's gonna stick. He was a president. Nothing's gonna stick. He won't do 1 day in jail.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll do a day in jail, but I think it's more so they're trying to use this to get the other bigger charges, is what I've read as well, though. Like, they're trying to say, all right, this is the easy. We can get this easily, and the bigger stuff will come after. So we'll see what happens, right? What's a podcast, episode 203, No Pull Abdul featuring.
I wish the real charge I would have loved to see Trump get hit with would have been the insurrection and his responsibility, treason and trying to overthrow the government, and you know what I'm saying, the responsibility for having 2 Capitol police officers die, and numerous other people injured. That's what I would have loved to have seen him get hit with. But I think at this point, since they've already charged him, it's now they're forced to go all the way from the prosecutor side and the district attorneys. Like, now you can't really back down. Like, you're already fully committed to this, so you got to really get behind it. And like you said, I think we are going to see other charges come out. He still has that tax case in New York, which is also still pending and under investigation. So
yeah,
we'll see. I want to see him go away, man.
He's not gonna do it anytime.
Yeah.
The Chicago mayor's race was won by a black man. His name is Brandon Johnson. He's a teacher and an organizer, and he defeated a heavily funded Republican by the name of Paul Vallis.
White guy. Paul
white
Vallis
might be, or Spanish. I saw the picture.
Okay.
You couldn't really tell.
So he's white.
To become the 57th mayor of Chicago. The Chicago police have threatened to resign en masse rather than be held any reasonable standard of accountability, despite several recent scandals around framing residents and mounting misconduct costs. There is, basically, my man's walking into a ton of issues, but they're saying is for Black residents of the city, there's always a whiff of hope that a Black mayor will be different, will be the one that solves more problems than they create.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of people were pulling for Lori Lightfoot, to do the same thing, and they feel like she didn't really get them done because she took COVID relief funds and dispersed them to the police department.
Damn.
And this thing says that seems to commit more crimes than it solves. Black Chicago felt betrayed and, more importantly, angry. So,
and she didn't run again.
She was defeated in the primary, I believe.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then when she was defeated in the primary, they caught her coming out of a Walgreens with like a case of beer and three security guards around her. It was a terrible photo. It was the worst photo you ever want to see. Like, you don't want to be caught in a position.
She had a tough day.
She lost her job. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no job. Like,
yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
So the fact that she bought her beer at Walgreens, come on. Were they tall boys?
I mean, it might have been a 24 pack. It was a 24 pack for sure. I think it was like,
all right.
So obviously, Chicago's had a lot of issues that have become, worldwide news. And so you can only hope that people kind of get their, hope that the people start led in the right direction. There's a lot of programs, and that police department is about as bad as it gets, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm just got elected mayor of a city and the police threatens to leave and quit, I'm firing everybody. Fuck out of here. I don't need y'all. We're going to start again from scratch.
I mean, clearly they're not doing their job as it is, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of police misconduct. They cost the city hundreds of millions of dollars in sort of, cases and paying people, all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens.
Shout out to Brandon Johnson, you said?
Brandon Johnson, yeah. He's a teacher.
He should holler to Brendan Scott from Baltimore and
he's a progressive. Yeah. Brandon Scott from Baltimore is
might have some words of advice.
No doubt. They should link up for sure. Like that's not even a joke. What's the podcast? Episode 203.
Big Dave Ostroff. Last week we were talking about how this might be the last time we see a Black mayor in Washington, D.C., being that the influx of white people that have moved to this city, formerly known as Chocolate City. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think we're going to see another Black mayor or no?
I have no idea. But I will say, because so many of the people who move to DC are transients, maybe they won't be here. Maybe they're not the people who are voting. Maybe it's, the city's voted for Black mayor how many times in a row? As far as I've lived here.
Forever.
It's always been a Black mayor. Yeah. They've never had a white mayor.
Yeah.
Right. So I have no idea, but, I just want somebody who's going to be able to run the city. Like, my favorite mayor was Anthony Williams. Remember him with the bow tie?
Yes, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I liked him. Like,
me too. He actually put he got caught a lot of flack for disrupting the city and what eventually started the gentrification effect. He built the MCI Center in Chinatown, if you guys remember that. But I think the city was, a lot of people say, on a really bad side, and he was trying to kind of make it come somewhere in the middle and try to fix up the city and give some businesses some credits and things like that. I do remember Anthony Williams actually.
Yeah, he had a very distinctive look. The both eyes were his thing. So
he looked like he was a Nation of Islam.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Bowser just announced there's 354 additional speed cameras being added to
I hate
what's up with
the
cameras.
city. Now listen, DC is only so big. So if you're putting 354 speed cameras,
every major artery is gonna have.
But like even the minor arteries.
That's what it sounds like.
Are gonna have like
Yeah.
I mean, like 12th Street Northwest, like,
R Street.
the streets are like this big, and it's like you're putting a camera there for what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're actually what I also read earlier tonight was there's plans to designate bike lanes on Connecticut Avenue.
Dog, I am sick of these stupid bike lanes, man.
I mean, listen,
be honest.
I respect the bike lane, but Connecticut Avenue is not the one.
Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, it's a death trap.
Yeah.
Of all places, Connecticut Avenue is not safe. It's hills. It's a major.
Plus, does that mean you're gonna break it down to like one lane?
Yes.
Because that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
So in front of
they did that out near me, and it's horrible.
14th
and I've never
Street,
seen anybody in the bike lane.
14th Street is one lane.
Yeah.
From like you going north.
Going north.
One lane.
All the way.
All one lane.
It's so stupid.
It's the worst traffic in the city. It's ridiculous.
Once you get past Florida where that 7-Eleven is, it turns to one lane.
Yes.
This is the dumbest thing ever. Who approves this?
It's got to be the mayor's office.
The mayor's office in conjunction with the bike community. And listen, I'm there for. I get it. Like
the bike community. You know,
well,
what
I mean, the bike community is so strong.
Yeah, who's
I mean, I used to ride a bike in DC
because they have people that show up and show out, man.
Yeah. I think they're all Upper Northwest residents.
If you show up and show out, they're gonna listen to you.
You know what my big issue with the bike community is that make up your mind. If you want to have the right to ride on the street,
then you got to follow the same laws.
Then you got to follow the same laws. You can't cut to the front and run the red light whenever it suits you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stay behind the car like if you are a vehicle. But you can't just make up your mind. Oh, well, I'm gonna just come right up along the side. First of all, don't get on fucking Rock Creek Park if you're on a scooter or a bike. Yeah, you're not.
Well,
you're not gonna be able to keep up with traffic.
These drivers shut down though. You know what I mean? So
then ride over there. But don't be where the cars are.
But there's also bike paths in Rock Creek Park. You don't have to ride on the street. There's a wide ass trail path in Rock Creek Park. Yeah, that runs parallel to the road. You don't have to ride in the street.
Yeah, but if they're riding road bikes, they don't want to be on gravel.
I'm just but then take.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just.
I get it. Take a different route. Don't be a pain in the ass. I see people on the little bird scooters on Rock Creek Park.
That's
I mean, that's on their life.
The
little VEO.
No, but what they're doing is they're holding up traffic and causing a confusion.
Yeah.
Listen, man. All I know is that as a cyclist, number one black cyclist, I can see
Jerome Biker the third.
Jerome Biker the third. I can see both sides of the right. Even in front of my building, it's one lane. Like, in the evening. So when people go north to go home, it's one lane going downtown. And I mean, it's you know what I'm saying 5 p.m.
Unless you want to ride in that bus.
There's got to be. One of the things they're trying to do is make it safer by saying we'll have less cars on the road because people aren't going to want to drive because of the traffic.
Never have less cars on the road.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
It's not going to happen.
It's stupid.
If they did this, they should have did this peak pandemic, right? Like, but I also they're not physically changing sidewalks. They're just sort of changing the times of the directions. They're making bus lanes specifically. Like, so there's no physical like construction being done. They're just putting up different lights and signs and times of day and stuff like that.
Well, it's like they should do what they did in Adams Morgan and make the sidewalks wider. Allow.
Yeah, but you don't want nobody on the bike on the sidewalk.
I think Adams Morgan's getting shut down this summer though. That's what they said.
What?
Like 18th Street's gonna be a wrap.
You mean for the cars?
For cars.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. That's supposed to happen this summer, matter of fact.
So are all those streets that feed into 18th Street gonna all be dead ends?
Yeah. So like you cannot.
Wow. So if you live at the bottom of California on the corner 8th to California, you have to go all the way out to Columbia to get out or whatever.
Something like that.
Every one of those streets is going to be a dead end.
Or every street's probably going to have to pretty much turn to face the other direction.
Like Jersey Wall, all the streets at the bottom, so you can't get in there.
Everything's going to have to face the direction going towards Columbia Road.
Yeah, but how do you get down the street if you're facing that direction? It has to be two-way to get in and out.
Listen, bro, I'm not the architect. I feel you. giving
Not the urban planner.
No, but what I'm just saying is like, yeah. I mean, I can do anything. You know, my mother told me that. But
we got a CEO on our team. We can make it happen.
We got a CEO on our team. We can make it happen.
Listen, I'm gonna call them there.
But yeah, all I know is they said
put an end to all of this.
This summer, Alice Morgan's supposed to be a rap because they tried it earlier, like last year, something like that, 2 years ago.
I think they were trying like on the weekends only or something.
Something like that, yeah. And they just said they're moving forward with it, I believe. So
I feel like all those businesses will do better if you did that also.
It's like Mardi Gras.
You can extend all the tables out to the whole street probably.
Oh yeah, everything will just be shared tables at that point.
That's dope. I'm for it.
We'll see what happens. Episode 203. What's a podcast? Big Reseller Dave is joining us. We had $1 million Lex on earlier. The DC area has been hit with a tremendous heat wave the past 3 days. With might be a preview of the summer. I believe it's been 70, like high 70s. It was 85 yesterday. It was 85 today.
Beautiful day.
Great day. Hot at some point. I saw people talking about having the air conditioning on.
I got my AC on now.
I definitely saw people with, saw a lot of just sandals and arms and a lot of pale activity going on, and it's a situation where
I support the pale activity.
I support the pales.
We got no choice.
I mean, it's like, okay, you got about a month until this is the everyday.
The CEO of Pale.
It's gonna be it's gonna be like 50 on Saturday, but it's gonna start warming up pretty much moving.
It's supposed to rain tomorrow. So that's
it's supposed to rain tonight, matter of fact. So we'll see what happens.
I'm upset. I'm missing all the nice weather. I'm out of town.
Where are you at?
I'm in Florida.
Okay.
Right now, you're in Florida?
Right now, as we speak.
Family trip?
Oh, yeah.
Spring break, actually?
Spring break? Okay.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen, it's dumb nice up here. It's really, really nice.
It's like if it's probably the same weather down here, up here as it is down there.
It might be nicer here.
It's hot. It's hot.
Yeah.
So episode 203 was a podcast. I don't think maybe I was the only person that saw this, but Abdul's dear friend Eddie Huang, has a new podcast.
Yes,
right.
I don't know if it's bedrooms.
Video podcast. I don't know if he's on Apple Music as well. I don't know.
No, he is. It's both.
So on one of these skits or like an ad to promote the podcast, he's discussing with his wife whether
she's on the podcast.
Yes,
I don't know.
Podcast with his wife.
Okay. So he's discussing with her if she's white or not. So he's trying to say that she's not white because she's Italian and Greek. She's trying to say I am as white as they come because I am Italian and Greek.
Interesting.
Now, it's an interesting skit. Now I'm looking at this. I'm like, is our man Eddie a bit of a culture vulture?
Whoa. Culture vulture of who?
Of the culture.
Which culture?
The yo son, I'm a
hip hop culture.
Hip hop culture, yeah.
No,
street culture.
I wouldn't give him that. I would put that on his.
It's the thought that crossed my mind immediately.
And how? Because he has a white girl?
No, because he was arguing with her if she was white or not, as if to like, yo, I didn't marry a white girl, son. Like family, if she's white, she's white. It's all good. Nobody.
Yeah.
So a lot of that podcast is also built around jokes.
It's poor taste.
And I've not watched this clip that you are referring to, but I do know Eddie very well.
As I know. We're gonna tag him and see if he responds.
He got his Air Force Ones today.
Oh yeah, he did.
He did not. But no, I've not seen that. And
look at the clip.
I don't think that will be, if that is indeed what he was saying. It was probably meant from a point of humor or a place of humor.
It wasn't funny. But watch it.
That seems like something like some white nationalist would say.
Watch it. Just watch it. It was just, I was like, okay.
I tried looking for it when you brought it up, and I tried looking for it on his Instagram, and I could not find it.
I'll find it. I'll send it to you. I want to make sure that we're being.
I see where he's cooking the dumplings.
Nah, no dumplings, bro.
Was it in his story or was it in his
I don't know. I don't follow him, so it had to be on the gram because I might have caught it as we were executing our campaign earlier this week. So I might have seen it there.
Yeah, I've not seen this.
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I see. It's right here.
Yeah,
it's the middle. This one right here, yo. Check out my camera, Abdul. In his story, the one in the middle right here, which has a purple T-shirt on his gram. Purple T-shirt in the middle.
Do the knowledge.
You see it?
I think he's watching it.
Yeah.
Anyhow, as they watch this big reseller, Dave.
Yes, sir.
We're here, episode 203. We appreciate you. I don't know what Eddie's in and out of the frame so much. I don't know what's going on.
I'm doing shit over here.
Okay.
Eddie's got everything. Eddie's got things going on.
I'm doing shit over here. Off-camera activities.
Alternative revenue streams.
You know what I'm saying? Off-camera activities.
Something that I did read again, I read it earlier today, was that none of the professional sports teams in DC made the playoffs this past season. I'm not sure if that counts. Right. I'm not sure if that's the DC United because I don't know if they counted them in that particular.
Well, their season just started.
But what they're saying is like the season before.
I think they did make it just for like the first round. Like
so, then they weren't counting.
They got knocked out.
Yeah, they weren't counting them. They were speaking of the.
I could be wrong if I recall correctly.
Yeah, the big four.
Commanders.
Nationals,
Capitals, and the
Wizards.
I would think the United are considered a big
franchise.
They should be a big franchise.
They should be if they are.
They have a big following in DC.
Yeah,
hell yeah,
they sell that place out all the time.
But like, how do all the other four pro teams?
It's a great stadium too, man. If you've never been, you should go. There are no bad seats in that stadium.
No, still.
That's what I'm saying. How are they so good and everybody else is so bad? Like,
well, they've also spent a lot of money. Like they have Wayne Rooney, who, if you followed soccer, was a big star at Manchester United in his heyday, and actually was also a player for DC United a few seasons back. He's now the head coach of the team. So they've actually invested in the team, and they're trying to make it into both a team that is competitive, but also getting names that will attract people to come and watch the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne Rooney, and like that's a big name in soccer, not just American soccer, but worldwide soccer. So when you see like, Wayne Rooney's the head coach of DC United, like even though he played on a team that I hated, Manchester United, I always fuck with Wayne Rooney, man. That motherfucker was like a bulldog out there. He just never got tired.
He's a beast.
And speaking of soccer, I don't know, man. The European soccer fan to me is a very confused one. I believe
and racist.
Let me use the monologue.
I didn't even know where you were going with it. I was just throwing it in there.
Let her breathe, son. Let her breathe.
All right, let's go.
Turn that stopwatch back on, Jerome. Turn the stopwatch back on.
Yeah.
Romelu, is that how you pronounce his name? Lukaku?
Oh, yes.
He's an African. I believe he's an African-born player. Belgian. But he's like African.
He's African. He's African.
Yeah,
he's been African. What's that word when you become a citizen later on, like what I am?
Nationalized?
I don't know. Is that what I am? That sounds racist.
Different words depending on
nationalized.
That's not the racist one. There's other ones that
nationalist are racist. Is racist. Nationalized is not, right?
Naturalized.
There you go. That's Big Dave. Big Reseller Dave.
Big Dave.
I just wanted to see how far this was going to go.
It was going to go.
Before I spoke up.
He's a naturalized citizen of Belgium. Yes.
Okay.
He plays for the Belgian national team.
But he also plays for what? Juventus? Is that his club team? Who's his?
I didn't know if he was with Juventus still, but okay. Let's keep going.
He's on his club team, whatever the team is.
Yep.
He scores a goal. As he's scoring a goal, the crowd starts making monkey sounds at him.
Yes.
He then reacts to it.
He plays for Inter Milan, not
Inter Milan.
Juventus.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
They were playing Juventus.
They were playing Juventus. So he reacts to it. He is the one that then gets the yellow card. Basically, he's penalized for reacting to the crowd making these monkey sounds when he scored a goal.
Unbelievable.
Insane.
And he's managed by Rock Nation Sports.
I think all of the black players should just come to the MLS and then let Europe see how it really feels.
MLS can't afford it.
Also, the MLS is also, at the end of the day, America's also a very racist place.
Yes.
What would be perfect is all these African players played in African leagues and built so it would take a long time, right? I'm gonna put that out there. But if you started having Lukaku, I believe he's from Congo. I want to say he's from Congo. Let's say he went back to Congo and all these players decided to go play in their respective countries and build up African club soccer.
Yeah.
You're going to start seeing investments coming in from other countries and other places. And that's how you build it internally, right?
Like you're also going to see a change.
Dave Ostroff is going to get the advertisers in there and sponsorships are going to come in. So instead of coming to the MLS, that's ideally what should happen.
The problem is they're going where the money's at, man.
They're going with
also. I mean, it's a really good idea to do that,
on
paper. To have African club soccer. But like you said, it's on paper. There's a reason why it hasn't happened yet. I don't know what that reason is.
It's a multitude of reasons. One,
but there are people with a lot of these countries that can figure that out.
Yeah, a lot of these countries are very poor countries. Some of these third world countries are very corrupt. So there's a lot of internal struggle right there at the leadership positions that will stop any of this from happening. So it's a lot of reasons why it could not. But on paper, this would be ideally what would happen, what should happen. My very good friend played soccer in Belgium. Oguchi Onyewu also played for the U.S. national soccer team. He played in like 2 or 3 World Cups, and actually got booed and all that stuff as well. He had the crowd. The crowd was making monkey sounds at him. He even had a player do that to him, and he sued them. Sued the shit out of them. For those that do know Oguchi, 6'4", he's a beast. Actually,
did he win the case? Did he win?
I think they ended up settling.
Wow.
He sued the league and sued all these motherfuckers. And that's a very Googleable thing. So I believe it ended up being settled at some point. But if you know him, he's a monster, like big dude. He'll fuck everybody up. If you guys have heard of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who was a big soccer player and still is, played for AC Milan. And when Gooch got signed to AC Milan, him and dude got into a scuffle in practice, and Gooch fucked him up, broke his ribs and all that.
Damn.
So like this is like a 7-degree black belt taekwondo dude. He's 6'6". Like he's a beast too. But when it came down to it, he got his ass kicked. But
dude, if I learned anything from television in the 80s, is you don't fight a dude named the Gooch.
Exactly.
Nah, tell me why. What's that?
So there was a show, Abdul, called Different Strokes.
Yes, and I do know Different Strokes.
So Gary Coleman played Arnold.
Yeah.
And the bully that he was always avoiding was the Gooch.
Yeah.
It's when Big says invisible bully like the Gooch, that's who he's referencing. That's the lyric. That's what it means.
What do you know? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we never got to see the Gooch on TV.
No, never saw the Gooch.
He's invisible.
Wow, invisible bully.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing to circle back about DC teams making the playoffs, the Mystics did make the playoffs.
Didn't they win a title a couple of years ago?
A couple of years ago they did. Yeah.
But again, for whatever reason, maybe this was speaking strictly. Obviously, this was speaking on men's sports. Unfortunately,
right.
They didn't account for the Mystics and their success, so we don't want to discredit that. But DC has a large fan base for all these teams, though. I mean, the Capitals won it probably 3-4 years ago. I DJ'd 4 or 5 nights in a row
so
of
did
their
the Nationals.
celebrations.
2019
the Nationals won it 19, 18, something like that. Obviously, the Commanders have been in a 25, 20. It's been a drought. It's been a drought for a minute.
It's been like 30 years. I think they won in 1992. Nah, they won in the 90s. They won when I came to America. Joe Gibbs was the coach.
Oh, Doug. Was Doug Williams?
Yep.
So it might be.
Nah,
30.
Mark Rippon was the quarterback when they won the last time.
Oh, it was Doug Williams.
I mean, I'm not saying
Doug Williams won 89.
Doug Williams.
Okay,
I'm also saying when they did win in like 90 something, it was Mark.
So it's
Rippon.
been at least 25, if not 30 years on the dot. And then the Wizards haven't won since 77, I think.
That's crazy. They were the Baltimore Bullets at that time.
Whoever they were, they haven't won in a very long time. Which is, I mean, the arenas are packed for basketball games. The football games sell out crazily. I've never been to the hockey games, but I heard that the attendance is stellar. And baseball obviously is, depends on how hot it is, time of day, time of the game. But baseball games seem to be well attended as well. You know what I mean? So it's a shame that they can't put it together on their respective fields when you've got people paying millions of dollars to and like, to me, the baseball one is really because the food at the baseball games is kind of top tier. Like, they have some really good restaurants in there.
So is the food at Audi Field.
Audi Field's fire too.
But again, I wasn't counting.
Yeah.
Abdul, how was the food at Cap One in the suite with your family?
I don't think we had any food in the suite actually.
It
was just us.
Normally it's wings though.
Speaking of, we had food when we went, steak and cheese, egg rolls, and things like that. It wasn't that good. I'll be honest.
Yeah, no, it's not.
But speaking of you brought up Mystics and women's basketball, big controversy this past week about the LSU versus Iowa game, and Shorty did she got her back with the Tony Yayo. And people are calling that the John Cena. I think that's the biggest injustice right there.
No, there's a clip of Cena on Fallon or somebody like that where he says he got it from Tony Yayo.
Sure, but the world doesn't. I mean, when CNN is reporting on, they're saying she did the John Cena.
Yeah, because they haven't updated. They haven't done the knowledge. So they haven't done the research.
I got into this whole argument, and I'm so mad I wasted my time with this dude on Instagram who responded to me and was like, "Oh, she was so unsportsmanlike and ruined the game and what the fuck." Like,
dude, she's awesome. Angel Reese is awesome.
Goddamn right.
Play ball.
Yeah,
she can play ball, and she did it back to Caitlin Clark, also awesome. Like,
also awesome. Great, yes,
great basketball players, but. Like, you see that shit every day with, like, in the NBA with, like, Pat Beverly or anybody who's doing the too small or making hand gestures or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, just shut up with this unsportsmanlike bullshit.
That's part of the game.
Yeah.
It happens in the game all the time.
That's somebody who's never played, like.
Oh, here's the thing. Every single person who said it's unsportsmanlike, she could wipe the floor with them on a basketball court.
For sure.
She would destroy every single one of them.
Yeah. I think also it played a little bit into what we talk about when we start talking about like white people on our podcast and things like that. And I think we have to clarify that all the time because we're friends with a lot of white people. And when we're talking shit, it's mostly about the people that are not our allies. Right. And there's a lot of people who, it just seemed like every time Shorty did it, Caitlin Clark did it, and 2 games, it was, I think, 48 hours prior to that, she did the same Tony Yayo hand gesture. She was talking shit in the game against South Carolina. She was talking shit throughout the whole tournament, and she was being called like, oh, look at her swag. She swaggered out on the court, and she's the white mamba, like, she's got that mentality. And as soon as Angel does it back at her, now that she's winning, it's unsportsmanlike. And it's the same thing we see. Well, like, whenever a black person gets arrested, all of a sudden they somehow find a mugshot for that motherfucker on the New York Post, right? It's the same shit. And then if it's a white person for the same crime, it's like they got
it's a total double standard.
Yeah, completely
in all sport, in all sports.
In life. Yeah, just
in life.
Yeah, in life.
Shout out to LSU, man. Shout out to also Iowa. Is that University of Iowa or Iowa State?
Yeah.
University of Iowa. Shout out to both of them, man. I watch clips from the game and I'm not a big basketball person, but it looked like it was an exciting game and listen, it happens. It was great. I hope Iowa comes back next year and plays harder, and LSU is going to come back. And how old is Angel? She's still like what, 19 years old, 20 years old?
3 years of eligibility left, I believe.
So that means she's like a freshman then. Holy shit!
Yeah, and she's from near us.
She's from Baltimore.
She's from Baltimore. But she transferred to Maryland, had not such a great experience there, and then transferred to LSU.
Okay.
And the Iowa team has been playing together since high school, though.
Oh, wow.
So they know each other.
They know each other.
Yeah, for sure. And so also, shout out to Dawn Staley, who was the coach of South Carolina.
Dawn Staley.
Who obviously is.
Why do I know that name?
She's been in basketball. She's been in basketball for the last probably 30 years. But she's a coach of South Carolina who lost to Iowa, and she kind of predicted what was going to happen in so many words. She had a post-game conference after they lost to Iowa and basically explained that, she realized that Iowa was a completely opposite team of South Carolina. And she said, we're not thugs. We're just not a bunch of bad people that you may think that we are. And, then what happens the next game, Iowa plays LSU, loses, the whole fiasco takes place, and we see what happens. And it took obviously until Caitlin Clark said she had no issue with
Angel,
what Angel did to for the whole issue to sort of
diffuse
cease.
It.
I mean the worst, I don't know if you guys saw what obviously Keith Olbermann, who he got lit up. He got to
catch it. Something's got to happen to him.
No, he caught it.
But that was just on social media, right? I mean, professionally, did he catch something?
Oh, I don't think so. But essentially, they got him up out of there on Twitter. It was very, very interesting to watch. Wallow and
Gilly
take a stance against what Portnoy said. He's essentially their boss at Barstool,
and he came at her. Mind you, these are grown men coming after a child.
Portnoy called her
girl.
Portnoy called her a classless piece of shit.
Wow.
And then, then you have Wallow was like, yo, we don't stand with that. We don't stand for him. You know what I'm saying? Our deal is completely separate. It's a licensing deal. And the whole time, Gilly's in the back chilling. He's not saying a word. He's looking uninterested. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in the comments is like, yo, Wallow, whatever you saying don't matter. Gilly does not want to be there. He does not share this message with you.
Wow.
Like body language tells everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same with, I don't know if you guys saw the picture of Nori speaking to Tucker Carlson.
What?
No.
Yeah, there was a photo of Nori speaking with Tucker Carlson, and there was a photo.
Where?
We could use it for the cover art tomorrow if you want.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I was gonna because I got a better picture. I got a picture of Tabby and Nipsey Hussle, which is better, but.
I've seen that picture. That's a great pic.
But Nori was talking to Tucker Carlson, and then Nori tweeted, "Should we have Andrew Tate on Drink Champs?"
Drink Champs.
And I'm like, Nori, you're going real right with it, bro.
Yeah, he's bugging.
Where is this podcast going? It's supposed to be, we look out for the legends, and now you're gonna give
people their flowers.
What is this?
I mean, listen, man. He's just the views. And
he's just trying to get his money, man. Yeah, he's so thirsty, man.
It's sad to watch.
Yeah, he really. He's so thirsty.
And people are calling him out, and he his level of intelligence doesn't support a lot of the answers.
He can't even entertain any of those conversations.
So he's just like, yo, I was just asking a question. I was just asking a question. I wasn't trying to like. He backtracks very quickly, but it's just like you didn't have to open that can of worms in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's very sad to see this happen, but I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? You just gotta, you let people be who they are. We've seen what happened with Kanye and who he showed us who he was. You know what I'm saying? And if Nori wants to go down that lane, there'll be a group of people waiting to support them, and he'll alienate a whole nother group. And it just is what it is, unfortunately. You know.
Yeah.
Episode 203 was a podcast. Big Reseller Day with us. Yeah. Oh, happy 50th birthday to Pharrell. They were out in Japan doing their thing real big. There was no Chad Hugo, which made me very sad. Because
you think Chad wasn't invited?
I didn't see him in the videos. Did you see him?
I didn't see him either.
Yeah,
no.
it was in the videos, so that hurts. We're at the point where what's coming out on sneakers? I don't know if there's any worthwhile sneakers. My snipes have slowed down a little bit. They don't got too much heat in there right now.
The 4 Kings Air Force Ones, the LeBron Air Force Ones, which were made, I think, in whatever year. What year was he a rookie? 2001?
01, 02, something like that.
01, 02. There was a pair made for him and his crew, the 4 Horsemen. You know,
the
Maverick
green?
Carter. Yeah, the white with the green. Maverick Carter, LeBron James, Randy, and as well as the 4th gentleman who's also now his agent. What's his name?
No. Oh, Rich Paul.
Rich Paul. That shoe is now coming out again. Beautiful, beautiful sneaker. Very well done. And that's coming out. I don't know what else is coming out, man.
The white foam posit. That's coming out. I mean, you know, back in the day, that was a heater, though.
Yeah.
I think that was
actually a sample pair. Or no, what's his name wore? It was a player exclusive. That's what it was.
Penny Hardaway wore those, so those will be coming out soon. But it's just, you know, it's summertime, man. You see people get their white on whites.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people just kind of keep it real simple right now. You know what I mean?
We gotta say a big rest in peace to Shoe City, man. Shoe City's closed down. It's over.
They already closed?
Yeah. Cease their operations.
All the stores shut down.
Or was it just their website?
No, it's everything. The stores are shut down, everything.
I saw that coming.
Really?
Yeah, because I go to like off the Rhode Island Avenue, and I go by Shoe City in DTL all the time. And Shoe City literally has like Fila's on all the shelves. Like they don't have like any Nikes. They don't have anything. They have
they got all Nikes. They used to.
They lose their accounts.
Yeah, they used to. They must have lost their accounts. It's been like since COVID, they haven't got like any Jordan releases or any like good Nikes. They only have like a few pair of New Balance and like Fila's and shit.
They just had an amazing New Balance collab drop like about a month ago.
Yeah.
2 months ago. And I just went to the one at PG Plaza with my man Wahid and got blessed by Shoe City, man. We walked out of there joint with mad bags.
So you put them out of business.
Jerome, did you get that call, Jerome?
That's a very strong possibility.
Jerome, did you get a call to go to PG Plaza?
I didn't get that call. Big J, did you get that call?
Yeah.
I did not get that call.
Okay, yeah.
That's big CEO energy.
Every time we let that
17 seconds.
Every time we let that 17 seconds go too far, my man just digs another hole from pause. So we gonna stop. But if you look at the Shoe City website, obviously they're offloading. The website is still up and running. It's active, yeah, for sure. I mean, they got a ton of shoes. They got Hokas. They've got everything up here, bro. So
like everything on sale.
That might be in your cookies. Pause.
I've never visited the Shoe City website in my life.
No, mine says mine is on there and it says that they closed down.
Yeah, it says thank you for shopping at YCMC. We're proud to serve your online shopping needs in recent years.
Shoecity.com?
No. Shoecity.com is a company in California.
You gotta go to this is YCMC.com,
which is your city, my city.
My city.
That was a.
Do you remember Brianna? Brianna, she was the girl on the commercial. That was the girl who sang it.
Your city, my city, Shoe City.
Yeah.
I don't know her. You know her?
No.
Of course, Dave knows her.
Just know from the commercial.
Oh, I thought you might have had some sort of relationship with her. Okay, never mind. It just got awkward.
Hey yo, 17 seconds. All right, Abdul. It's a wrap.
My man's on vacation right now, dog.
Vacation.
He's like, my wife is sitting right next to me.
Family vacation.
We're obviously Abdul is not watching TV, so we're not gonna do.
Nothing.
nothing there.
Abdul's been on a seating tour. He ain't had time to.
Oh yeah, he hasn't been in front of the TV.
I've not been able to really catch up on my Instagram timeline or a lot of different things.
My at replies are so crazy just because
everybody's sliding into my DM.
Exactly.
I'm just
my at replies are crazy.
How do I get on the list?
How do I get on the list?
Yeah, listen. I'm just blessed to be here, man. My brother
custom sneakers for you.
Shout out to
anyway,
you.
17 seconds, bro. The new Larry June and Alchemist album is fantastic.
Yes,
give it a listen when you can. It's really, really good, man. The extra songs that Tyler the Creator added to his album are fantastic as well. So check that out. The estate sale deluxe version of Call Me If You Get Lost. Larry June is on tour. He'll be in DC. He has 2 dates. Actually, Silver Spring on a Sunday and a Monday. So I'm gonna try to pull up to one of those. But musically, that's kind of been it, man. That's the top of the tops right there. We're moving into day party season, so Rock Creek has some stuff coming up very soon. Okay, we just got the performance. Is this gonna be a part 2? Ooh.
Here we go.
Masters of the Mic Hip Hop 50 Tour Thursday, August 17th. My birthday is August 18th. Let's go. And free tickets.
I am not in town.
No pull Abdul. Oh well, brother. We'll miss you on that one. This is Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane, Dougie Fresh, Rakim, Cinderella, Roxanne Shante, and Kara Teacher. This is gonna be dope. This is gonna be
we're in the building.
Eddie, if you're pushing, I'm there.
Actually, the first show I saw in DC when I moved to DC, the original 930 Club.
Speaking of the original,
I heard they're bringing that back.
So speaking of the original 930 Club, is
the one where DC Live used to be.
930 F Street.
This is 930 F Street. Yeah, so this is 400. It's called the Atlantis.
It's a little bit further down than DC Live. It's like down.
DC Live was also 930 F Street.
Yeah, so 930 F Street was the original location. This new one, Atlantis, is where Satellite Room used to be.
Yeah,
next to 930 now.
Oh, I see.
It's behind 930.
Yes,
yeah,
behind 930.
Hold on, what is the new 930? The new. Hold on.
No, this place is called the Atlantis, which supposedly is what it was called before it was 930 Club, right? And so they're having 44 shows, kicking off May 30th that are $44 a piece. That Foo Fighters, George Clinton, Franz Ferdinand, a lot of bands. Capacity is like 450 people. So it's gonna be
small.
It's gonna be small, but it's like U-Haul basically. So it's gonna be, there's a lot of people who are excited for that because that initial lineup is pretty solid if you're in the bands.
I registered to try to get tickets for a bunch of those shows.
It's gonna be impossible.
Oh yeah,
not for Big Dave Ostroff. Yeah, Big Dave, he got different type of plug than you, buddy.
That's true. That's true.
Big Dave, can we get tickets to this MLS All-Star game?
What is we?
Maybe
July 19th against Arsenal.
You probably have to pay face value, but maybe.
No, I'll pay face value.
All right.
We could work it out for a pair of Air Force Ones.
It might cost you 3 pairs of Air Force Ones.
Oh, let's go. Run it out. Not the acquaintances and acquisitions Air Force Ones either. The real ones.
Let's do it.
They're made with lesser materials.
Yeah, for sure. Rest in peace, Hill Prince. It closed down.
Hold on, I thought you were DJing this Saturday.
I know, we thought we were too, till we got the call that we're not.
Oh damn!
It was just like, no, but they're effectively shut down for action right now because we were gonna have a banger this weekend.
Didn't you just have something there like a week and a half or 2 weeks ago?
Like a month ago. You know what I'm saying? But this was spring ting. This is about to go real crazy. We had the Red Stripes on deck. It was ready to go. And
damn,
it's not gonna happen. So
all right.
But shout out to our guy, Big Reseller Dave, for coming on and hanging out with us tonight.
We appreciate you, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you, Dave. Enjoy your vacation, man.
One time for my guy, hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's up?
NPD, he's there.
NPD.
No
pool duel.
No pool duel.
Exactly. No pool
duel. I am DJ Jerome Baker III, and we are out. Peace.
Talk in. Let's get these guys some sneakers, man. Please.
Oh, you want to say that on the way out?
Let me just. I'm
just say that on the way out.
I'm just sick of this.
An hour and a half to say something.
Let's see what happens.
An hour and a half to say something.
It takes an hour and a half to wear him down.
Oh my goodness.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Peace, yo.